Yo, the lies told that you never make it. Hopeless, so it seems. Eyes closed, canvas open wide to embrace your dreams. Sometimes you gotta take a loss just to get the win. Like lots of sin was popping in like oxygen when boxes wet. Focus on the mental, never lose like a smooth instrumental. Better choose on the move in a pinto. Choose when I get to, never lose smooth on the move, but it's simple. Never give up and we running it, maybe. We just keep winning, we conquering daily. Envision that pay me, it's never the sway me. Indigenous, maybe we winning, it's crazy. It's your opportunity, your opportunity. It's your opportunity, your opportunity, your opportunity, your opportunity. It's your opportunity, your opportunity, your opportunity, your opportunity.
Yeah! Welcome one, welcome all, ladies and gentlemen. It is the Lion Villain Report. I am your host, your boy, Russell Wayne, in the house. Good morning to you all. We are broadcasting live into the Villain Squad Facebook page, and that 53,000 is no longer going to be at 53. I have to make a new graphic because we crossed over 54,000 villains on the page. Join the conversation. Join the conversation. Follow the page and make sure that you are commenting on the topics that we're bringing up here. This is Detroit Lions. This is a Detroit Lions fan page right there. We're broadcasting live into our YouTube page. Right there, Lions Villain Squad. Go over and say hello to our YouTube page and be just like Pete the Unaliver right there in the picture. He says, I took care of that thing for you. Yes, please go like and subscribe and follow to this content right there. We're broadcasting live in the Detroit Lions News Podcast and his 77,000 Lion fans. Great job over there. Thank you for allowing us to broadcast into your platform right there. And as always, this show is brought to you by our affiliate marketing partners over there at NFL Shop. Make sure you can, if you're going to go out and get some of that sweet Lion swag, like this week on Monday Night Football, I think they're busting out the black jerseys. If you want to get one of those, head on over to that QR, just follow that QR code, and that'll take you right to the Lion store right there, and you'll be supporting this page, and I appreciate that. And our stars program. My wife has a page. She's an advocate for autism awareness. I have an autistic son myself, and she is sharing resources for parents with children with autism and really just special needs resources. She's out there doing her thing on her page. So all of the stars that I get on this page, so if you comment with stars, all of that's going to go towards helping Ashton get more resources out for parents with kids with special needs. So with all that being said, this is faith, family, and then football. We use football to create memories and spend time with our family. We don't let football use us. So let's get to it. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday, and it is the Hump Day preview. We're going to look at these damn Seahawks. These damn Seahawks. Let's say hello to everybody first that has taken part in the comments so far. Henry Gray in the house. Good morning, Lions family and villains. Bring on those damn Seahawks. One pride. I'm sorry, I'm paraphrasing a little bit right there for you. Fred Peterson says that good morning. It's a great day to be a Lions fan. One pride. Davey, good morning to Davey. All of the people that were in, and right there, the YouTube page. I heard that it's a better experience as far as commenting and stuff. And there we go. Good morning, Paul Jones. Good morning, Russ and the Villain family. Good morning, Chad. One Pride. Jeremy B's in the house. What up, though? John. What's up, John? Good morning, Russell and the Villains. And One Funky Lion fan says FTS. It is Hump Day. It is the Hump Day preview. And I want to look at these damn Seahawks. You know, and I purposely didn't dive too deep into it because I wanted to kind of just do this and react to it from, you know, a live standpoint right here. So let me bring up what I'm looking at. And, you know, I go to what everybody goes to usually to start with a research topic right there. And we go with the Google. Yes. Let's look at these damn Seahawks and what they've accomplished so far. Game 1, September 8th, they faced the Denver Broncos. Okay. They faced a rookie quarterback who looked like he struggled in that game, looked like they played pretty good. The Seahawks win 26-20. Let's look at the player stats right here. Bo Nix, 26 for 42. That's not very good right there. But he's a rookie. Added 5 rushes for 35 yards on the ground. Okay. From the Seahawks standpoint, Geno Smith. God, he's a lion killer, isn't he? Isn't Geno Smith a lion killer? Geno Smith goes 18 for 25. Oh, looks like Kenneth Walker steals the show right there. Geno Smith adds some more on the ground as well. So that's okay. That's okay. Just kind of look at their first game and their first win. Their second win, they went up against the death-defying Patriots and Jacoby Brissett. Look out now. Jacoby Brissett's in the house, going 15 for 27. Looks like the Seahawks barely won this one too, 23-20. Come down to the last second. Let's look at the scoring summary here. Oh, in the overtime. Had to go to overtime to beat these Seahawks. Looked like a pretty good game, really. I'm not too impressed right here. Let's look at Geno Smith. Geno Smith goes off on the Seahawks, or goes off on the New England Patriots. 33 for 41 for 327 and a tutty. No touchdowns. Efficient. They weren't able to do much on the ground, but DK Metcalf had a game. Jackson Smith-Njigba had a game. So, you know, that's one thing about the Seahawks that they do have. You know, if we can talk about that after I get through figuring out what we did here. So there you go. You got 2 close wins right here. And then they were able to blow out the Dolphins. But there again, Skylar Thompson is the quarterback. So these guys haven't faced anybody yet. We're going to be the biggest test that they have. That's the first thing that jumps out right away when I'm looking at this team. Now, they have some players that give me concern. From the wide receiver standpoint, DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, Jackson Smith-Njigba. That's a pretty good wide receiver core. So that right away gives me, that's going to be a big challenge for our secondary. But here's the other thing that I see with that is they're also depending on a run game. You got Zach Charbonnet, 91 yards, two tutties on the ground. Geno Smith had 2 interceptions against that defense. And the Lions defense is a lot better than the Miami Dolphins defense. So are you really scared of this team? Are you really scared of these Seahawks coming in here? I know that they've had their way with us. The Lions don't have a victory against the Seahawks. They've had our number the last couple of years, but, they've been able to put up a lot of points on us. And a lot of that had to do with them just being able to pass all over our secondary. I think our secondary is a lot better. I think our pass rush is going to give them a lot more problems, and they're not going to be able to run a football. You're not going to get a big game out of Zach Charbonnet or Kenneth Walker. I'm not worried about those guys. We stop the run. That's the way we're built. No one's going to run on us. Let's see. Kneecap says, gave a like and a comment on both YouTube channels. I love it. Jeremy's out there putting in the work. That's what I'm talking about. It takes everybody. This is football content. If you don't like football, I know that you're not going to like this. It's fine. We want football fans up in here. So thank you, Jeremy B. What up, though, one funky Lion fan? Don't breathe life into Eugene Cyril Smith's legacy. Oh, man, we better keep Geno Favre in check. Last year, it's like if you've been on this journey with us the whole time, even beforehand, even when I was touring with the band and we were just doing parties and watching the Lions games in that way, it's like they haven't built a team like this. You could watch the progression of this team from 2021, and 2022. You could kind of just see the switch flip in the middle. In 2023, you're watching this high-powered offense, start to get legs, but the defense was never there. That's because it takes a minute, right? Even with Brad Holmes drafting and doing an incredible job at drafting. I mean, with stacking 3 draft classes on top of each other in the last year, and he did a great job with it. They went to the NFC Championship, but there were still holes. Like, there were holes that even though he tried doing everything that he could, there's still holes when you're trying to fill depth. You're trying to fill the entire roster. And the secondary was the last thing that got attacked. And you could see him going after these things. And we're going to get to see some things come to fruition when it comes with the draft class. The draft class is where Brad Holmes is building the team from. I understand DJ Reader came in, Marcus Davenport came in. They're trying to fill holes. They fill holes in free agency like Band-Aids. but everybody that they want to be the core of the team is guys that they drafted or they brought in and they're developing, UDFAs. Those are the guys that are the nuts and bolts of the inside of the organization. So I mean, I don't think anybody's that surprised that Davenport is out for the season when it comes with that kind of injury, but it's next man up. It's next man up. When you talk about getting Davenport out of the way for one of the players that you drafted. Now, I don't know if you believe in Josh Pascal or not, and that's fine if you don't, but the organization believes in Josh Pascal, and he's going to be the next man up. Are they going to go out and they're going to get these big free agents to fix everything? No, they won't. They'll use the guys that were on the inside of the organization, the ones that have been building with the teams, like Ukuwu. You're going to bring him up from the practice squad. I'm not worried about the depth at all. Again, what does thumbs up not tally here? I don't know. I don't know. If you guys want to hit the ones that hit the like button, that's cool. If you can hear the words that are coming out of my mouth right there, hitting the like button helps the algorithm. It helps it reach more football people. Because we put a bunch of football tags in there, the Detroit Lions, and we're fanboys of the Detroit Lions. Aiden, what's going on, brother? It's good to see you in here. I know that your boy Jack Campbell had himself a game. He played very, very well in the absence of one Alex Anzalone. Proving again, once again, that the Lions have a deep team. I mean, from the front line, yeah, I think that there's other teams that had, maybe better starter and talent on some of this stuff. But, when we have guys go down, there's another guy that's going to step in that's going to be just as good. Broski's in the house. All good. Working from home today. That feels good, doesn't it, Broski? The Broski with the Moski. We're out here. We're working from home. That's what I had to do. I can't tour anymore. I love my little autistic son. He presents all kinds of cool challenges. But one of the challenges I can't get around is I can't tour no more. And that's okay, because I like spending time with him, and I like spending time with you guys here. But yes, working from home today. I love it. David said Davenport IR. I think he could come back by the playoffs. If we can get, when he plays, he's going to be all right. He plays well. But, man, he just... Share this video out. Yes. Let's reach some more Lion fans out there. If you're a Lion fan, hit that like button. Because that's what we do, is we support these Lions on here. And you know what? And I give Broski all the credit in the world. Right here, this is where, all of these other teams that came in and talked smack on us at the beginning of the season, telling us they're going to do this and that. And then, maybe their team doesn't do what they want it to do, and then they disappear. Broski doesn't disappear. He's going to follow his Lions. He's going to follow these Lions. Or he's going to follow his Bears. Hey, I looked at your other comment. You're blurry. Am I blurry? Am I blurry to everybody? Maybe I'll go out. If I'm blurry, let me know. That's all right. I'm going to get some good equipment this year. I know I got to get a new podcast machine so I can get my drops back in. And I'm blurry, huh? Damn it. Yeah, I'm a little bit blurry, whatever. Let me get a blurry a blurry lines chain right here. How's that look? How's that look? What if I put on my gold? Yes, sir. It's blurry. Is the picture blurry? Because I'll just put the blur. I'll put the picture in there. Oh man, the USB camera. Try to fix some of this stuff. Yes, everybody says I'm blurry. Dang. All right. All right. How about that? How about now? Did that do anything? I don't know. I reset the camera. Reset the camera through it. Maybe I just need a new Facebook camera. Or maybe StreamYard does suck. Maybe Jeremy B is right. He runs his whole show off of Restream. And our contract is up in November for StreamYard. So we may check out Restream if that's the thing right here. One funky Lion fan says, Broski, how do you feel about Swift so hard? You got to go easy on Broski in here. You know, I give him all the kudos for showing up after a loss, man. That's hard. Like most teams going to witness protection after a loss, especially Packer fans. My gosh, they might be in witness protection till Jordan Love comes back. David says every live feed I viewed today was glitching. It's in slow motion. Yeah, it might be the internet too. It says that I don't have a good internet. So it says I don't have a good internet. And I don't get that because I'm plugged right into it. So that might be saving my butt today. But as long as you guys can hear it. Never go easy on Broski. Hey, you know, but the thing is, it's like, you know, I don't overreact because it's a long football season. I still think that the Bears, if they get it, I mean, the defense is good enough. This is something that I brought up. This actually, you're going to make me feel about this. So I can segue into a little bit of something about the Lions right here. Because we're going into this game against the Seattle Seahawks on Monday night. And they're 3-0. Here's the thing. It doesn't matter who your starting quarterback is, right? I'm not going to take anything away for bad quarterback play or, you know, taking advantage of people that haven't been doing well, right? But if you're going to tell me the Seahawks 3 wins come against Bo Nix, Jacoby Brissett, and Skylar Thompson were the quarterbacks of the team, right? I mean, I'm not trying to undersell win because wins are hard to come by in the NFL. It don't matter. Next man up. It's really funny. It's like when somebody gets injured, sometimes it amazes people that the next man up is just really good. Like it's almost like that guy didn't practice with the team all week, knowing that guy was going to be injured, you know? and the thing is, it's the NFL. Every player in the NFL can ball. And I'm not talking just the starters. I'm talking the second string, third string. All of those guys can ball. Then that second level of it is coming from the coaching and game planning and culture and how each one of those talented guys fit with each other, you know, during the week and practice and the camaraderie. But every player can play from 1 to 53 and even an extended into the practice squads. Everybody's practice squads. All those guys can ball too. So I think it's funny when we come in with the trash talking Broski and we act like these next guys aren't the next man up. And one of the things that I thought was I know that we're talking about the Seahawks here, but sidebar for the Bears. The Bears' problem isn't talent. It isn't talent. I think Poles is fine at finding talent. It's been and has always been coaching and developing, ever since the struggle started. It's it. I mean, it's not, oh my God, we need a new offensive lineman player. Oh, it's like, no, you need an offensive lineman coach that can start from the beginning and get a whole bunch of guys that will buy into the way that you want to block, and you get a whole culture of guys like that. Obviously, you got Nate Davis in the front, right? He would be the leader of that pack. But then that way, the three guys behind him, that if you lose one of those guys, the next guy can step in. It has nothing to do with your players. It has everything to do with your coaching and your culture. And right now, you ain't got the coaching and the culture, but you got the players. So it's like, they'll fix that this year. I'm sure that they're going to fire Eberflus, especially if he doesn't do better with that offense. I mean, I don't deny that Caleb had the talent. I don't deny that Justin Fields had the talent. I mean, look at what Justin Fields is doing over in Pittsburgh. I knew that he was going to be okay over there with Tomlin. I mean, even if they didn't use him as a quarterback, I knew that Tomlin would get the best out of Justin Fields. So that's what I'll say about the Bears. I'm not mad at the Bears. I've just had a lot of Bear fans coming at me, not Broski, but a lot of Bear fans coming at me with a lot of homeristic Bear stuff, telling me why I shouldn't like my own team. And the funny thing is, like, when you come with the depth stuff, we do have good drafting and developing here in Detroit. And that's why I'm not worried about a guy like Josh Pascal. There is something about Brad Holmes guys in their third year. I don't know what it is. I mean, to think that Aiden Hutchinson hasn't arrived yet, and he had 11 sacks last year in the regular season and added 4 more in the playoffs. But Hutchinson in his third year is breaking out. I think there's something about the third year. Aleem McNeil. There's something about the third year, Derek Barnes. There's something about that third year, Ifatu Melifanu. There's something about that third year here, Josh Pascal. You're going to get your chance. Josh Pascal is going to get his chance because now Davenport is out, right? He's out. He's out. Next man up. The next man up is Josh Pascal. And everyone's like, oh, I don't know if he can do it. Oh, I don't know. Well, here's one thing that I know is that Josh Pascal knows. I mean, when you think about a young player like Josh Pascal, who's been grinding, he started out the NFL, his career with a hernia, and he missed like the first 6 games of his career. He got way behind the 8 ball right off the bat. Has been working uphill, just like Levi Onwuzurike. Just guys that had the short end of the stick. Not everybody's path is the same. But I've been looking at what Josh Pascal does, and it's short bursts. Like, he hasn't really had much more than 15, 20 snaps a game. And he's done okay. I mean, the thing is a guy like Josh Pascal, most of the time, the best news is no news. Broski says, Matt, the Cuck Stafford and the Lambs in Chicago this week. Oh, there you go. Take advantage of it, man. No one's going to apologize about getting a victory. I mean, Broski certainly won't apologize. I don't care if that's a wounded Ram with a bunch of guys out. Take advantage of it. Take advantage of it. But that doesn't mean that the next man up, I mean, they just beat the San Francisco 49ers. So don't undersell that Matt Stafford team. He seems to be able to make heroes out of it. You know, their defense is very legit. Your defense will feast. Hey, Jeremy, that's what they said about the San Francisco 49ers, too. That defense is going to feast. They're going to feast on Matt Stafford. Oh, that didn't work out too bad. Art says Bear fans have the confidence of an overweight Taylor Swift fan, and it's hilarious. But not so much anymore. Not so much anymore, especially if they lose again. And like I said, it comes down to coaching. Sean McVay is a way better coach than Eberflus. I mean, I think you might be in trouble in that matchup. We'll have to see. I haven't decided yet. I got to go through all my picks this week and make sure. I don't know where I'm going on that Bears game yet. We'll see where that line goes. Jonathan says that I've been high on Pascal, man. He's an SEC guy, is an explosive at Kentucky. I haven't seen it in the NFL yet, but I'm still hopeful. Here's the thing with Josh Pascal. He does the non-sexy stuff. I mean, even at the NFL level, he's been pretty good against the run. Not great. We're not talking about when I'm looking, tracking him through PFF. It's not like he's a world beater or anything, but when he's been out there, it's more like when you're in that 60s to 70s range in PFF, it's usually because there wasn't a lot of action coming your way, but you were in the right spot that you needed to be. High impact players get into the high impact plays, and those plays are graded differently on PFF, and they carry more weight. But usually the guys that are just sitting in the high 60s and the 70s on PFF, those guys are usually guys that just didn't get a lot of action. Not a lot of plays came their way. They didn't have a lot of impact opportunity. And Pascal's one of those guys. It's like he's just kind of been in the right place. He's made a couple plays here and there. He's flashed, but he hasn't had the opportunity yet. And when I say opportunity, I'm talking like, you want to put somebody out there 40 plus snaps. He's going to get that opportunity. So, Jonathan Height says, what up in One Pride family? Key Ozzy says, LOL, I see Broski Bear found another channel to terrorize fans. I wouldn't be saying anything. By the way, the Bears are looking. Hey, we love the fans here. Here's something, Key. If you're new to the program right here, this is where we're at right here. Faith, family, and then football. I love you, man. I love you as a human being. And, and I can love you as the person, and I can hate on your football team. And the only rule on this is like we don't really allow trash talking from the teams that lose. If Sarah, the Viking, the Viking fan, she comes on here, she can talk all the trash she wants. You get to walk around with your metaphorical ding-ding hanging out for a week when you win. Woo-woo! Because the winners get to talk the trash. When you lose, when you talk trash when you lose, it's just not a good look. I kept my mouth shut last week. I didn't do any trash talking last week. That's just kind of the rule that we have on here. That's one of those things. Jeremy B. Rams O-line is very injured. Just has to be fast with pressure quick with the release. The Bears secondary isn't horrible, LOL. Yeah, here's the thing is you got to take advantage when there's blood in the water. And there's blood in the water when it comes to the Rams. Going in there and winning an emotional division game, that's one thing. The Bears don't care. And I think that the Bears defense is good enough to will that team to some wins despite, bad offensive play. And I wouldn't even say it's bad offensive play as much as it is bad O-line play along with bad play calling. Because I think Caleb Williams has got the talent, but, it's the same thing that it always is. It's like you have to have the coaching and the culture set into place, or it don't matter how good your players are. All the players are good in the NFL. Listen, you don't have to put it all on me. I'm here to have a good time, but I'm aware of the resume. I'm all good. And he's going to behave in as well as the other. Hey, sometimes it gets emotional on here, whatever. But the bottom line is when we finish out the day, I want to say a blessing over your life, because I want good things to happen in your life. I don't care who you root for. I'm pro-human. Let's go. Go human beings. Get the most out of your bodies. Mark says, I think Patrick gets more targets this week with Sam Laporta banged up. Sure. We need a big red zone target to step up. And congratulations to Tim Patrick for getting signed to the main roster. That's cool. That's cool. I dig it. We do have a lot of faith family football people on here that agree with the way that we do things. I'd rather have the right people around. But when I'm going through this Seahawks, before we get into that, let me pay the bills. Let me pay some bills right here. Right there, we're affiliate marketing partners with the NFL shop. And that just means that if you use our link, then you will be helping our channel. And it doesn't cost you any more. It's not like some kind of pyramid scheme or something like that. It just goes straight to the NFL shop. And if you use our link, then it's going to help our channel. So there's me paying the bills. We are brought to you by our affiliate marketing partners at NFL Shop. Get one of them snazzy black jerseys. I think I'm going to order one. The black jerseys, because I think they're wearing them this Monday. I think that we get to see the black jerseys this Monday. What do you think about the black jerseys? What's your thoughts on the black jerseys? Because when I'm looking at these damn Seahawks, these guys have had our number, man. These guys have had our number for the last couple of years, but I think that ends Monday night. I think that this is one of the games that the villain had circled. It's like, you're not the only team out there hunting. I understand that the Lions aren't sneaking up on anybody this year, but there's some teams that we're not going to wait on the porch for. We're not going to wait on the porch, for the Seahawks. We're going to go right out into the middle of the street. And we want to street fight those guys. And we should want to. They've had our number, man. Mike and I are going to call this game. We're trying to get our villain cast demeanor all up, figuring out how we're allowed to do these things. You got to remember that we're just a couple of fans right here. We're trying to figure out how to do this. But we will be broadcasting live straight from our YouTube page. I don't know if it's going to be exclusively on YouTube anymore. Now, since we're doing it in a way that we're not infringing on any copyrights or anything like that. I think that we are. I think that we may be able to broadcast the Villain Cast everywhere. So I'm going to keep the disclaimer out there. I'm going to try to go into the other spots, but I'm going to keep the exclusively on there just in case it don't work. And then we have to go back to being an exclusive again. But Facebooks are buttholes sometimes. But join us Monday Night Football. Mike's going to do his program, and that's going to be the pre-show. Honestly, we may go later on Mike's program just because it's going to lead right into the Villain Cast. But make sure that you join us. Make sure that you hit the like button. If you're watching right now, this is the Villain Report. Join me live every morning at 10 a.m. And this is the Hump Day Preview. The Hump Day Preview where we're talking about these damn Seahawks. These damn Seahawks seem to give us problems. Are we going to finally get this monkey off of our back? These damn Seahawks? What do you think about that? I mean, this is it seems like a game we should win. I'm looking at this and I'm not seeing it. I mean, you barely beat the Broncos with a rookie quarterback. You know, 5.1 yards per play. You know, you lost the time of possession. You won a game that you kind of got outplayed in. Team stats on oh, my bad. You know, I'm looking at this. Look at that. You lost the time of possession again. 7 for 15 on third down. That's pretty good. Is that sustainable to be at 50% on third down? Is that really sustainable? Doing it again. Third down efficiency. This time they weren't quite as good. 3 for 11. That seems a little bit more down to earth. You allowed 3 sacks. So, I mean, they won some ugly games against some bad teams. The Seahawks, when I'm looking at their wins, I'm not all that impressed. You struggled against teams that I think that the Lions would smoke. I mean, the Dolphins ain't a good team. Even when they had Tua, they weren't that good. Really, all you have to do to beat the Dolphins is be able to tackle. Offense that's based all off of short passing. You get any good man team that plays good man defense and that tackles well, and you're not going to get the yak. I mean, Tyreek Hill and Waddle, they're not route runners. Take the top off the defense. Speed. They're trying to beat you with speed. Get a couple cornerbacks that can tackle. They ain't no good. The Patriots are a dumpster fire. And the Broncos, you know, I mean, what the hell are they doing? I mean, Sean Payton? You believing in the Sean Payton? You got a rookie quarterback in there. Steve says that speed kills. What up, Russ? It does. Speed can kill you. That's why if you're a good tackling team, and if your team is totally dependent on Yak. You just got to concentrate on tackling. When those guys get into the open space, you just got to make sure that you maintain gap integrity. Maintain gap integrity. And that's what you got to do against a team like that. Yeah, against a bad defense that doesn't have good cover corners. I mean, those guys are going to throw numbers up. That's why they scored like 70 points in a game last year, and then they got shut down by the 49ers. Have to stop the screen when commercials due to copyright are on due to the copyright infringement. Yeah, I don't even play the sound. So what I did last week, Jeremy, that worked, and I like practicing this stuff when there's not a ton of people watching. That's why we haven't really been promoting it, because we want to get good at the process of it, you know? But what we did that worked is we were sharing the screen that from ESPN that just has the little football guy. And then, you know, and I've made some stuff that I can throw up that covers up my stupid face. But, you know, I look at other stats and then we'll be reacting to the game live. And Jeremy, once we get this thing rolling up, I'm sure that we're going to be, well, we'll send you a link if you want to come on to the Villain Cast and react to some of the game with us. We will be inviting guests on there, but right now we're trying to figure out the damn process of it and figuring out a way that works, because we don't want to do anything with the copyright. We want to have a good formula down, especially when it comes to trying to seek sponsorship, which if you want to do that, we are in that process right now of getting the sponsorships to the end of the season and testing out those models right there, because we have the influence now. So if you own a business and you want to be in that spot where NFL Shop is, we do 7 shows every week, and we reach a pretty big audience right here. We got 54,000. I got to change the graphic on this. 54,000 people on our Facebook page. Thank you to everybody that follows, likes, and subscribes to that right there. It's an awesome network of people. We got some great villains that are out there making content for us on there, like Stephen Michael McMania, brother. And Elise Memes, the queen of memes. She's got some good stuff that's going out there. You know, Main Event Mike, Jeff Addison, Paul Jones. All of our super villains are working hard behind the scenes to make sure that we have good stuff out there for you. And what we really want is for you to join the conversation no matter what. Whether it's my dumb voice that you're hearing right now, asking questions to you, make sure that you comment on the stuff that you see. I like creating good comments, things to talk about. I mean, this is an ongoing conversation right here, like this. Comment on this. Where are you at with the Dan Campbell 4th down stuff? Are you starting to buy into it and to understand? Because the thing is, you got to put yourself in a mentality, because they tried to close out that game a couple of times, and you do it with aggressiveness. You know, 4th and 1 while you're up 10, you know, trying to extend a drive to, you know, pull another 4 minutes off the clock. I mean, those are the type of gambles that I like. Like, if you remember back in the day with Jim Caldwell, I like Jim Caldwell as a coach. I think that the players played for him. I think that everybody that played with him would tell you that he was a good coach. They liked playing for him. He was a player's coach. But his philosophy was like Marty Schottenheimer. playing Marty ball. 4th down and 1. Oh, let's play field position. And I hate that. I hate that. I want to be in control. If I can smell blood in the water, I got 4th and 1, and I know that 1 yard is going to, choke the life out of the team. Every first down that you get when you're up by double-digit scores, and this whole give the ball back and play defense, it's like, no. I think that we've built a defense that is built to be stressed. They're built to be stressed. And that's my opinion. I love them. I love it when he goes for it. It shows trust in the players. And right now, he's testing a stat that has been in favor of 4th down going for it. It's in favor. Your chances are better to go for it on 4th down and all of these occasions. When it's 4th and 2, they'll tell you, like, when you're on a certain yard line there towards midfield, that you'll have a better chance of winning by going for it and extending your drive. More chance at getting 7 points rather than 3. So the analytics tell you that going is the good thing to do. It's the smart thing to do. But old school mentality and, oh, yeah, we got to, kick the ball to them, play defense, take the points. That's an old school mentality that doesn't show up in the analytics. Sure, take the points. It may be safer in the moment to take the points. But the analytics tell you that if you're going to be aggressive, that you're going to win more often than not. And when you got an offense like the Lions offense that can get out to leads, then it's just about, being able to play ball control and take time away from them to be able to score and catch back up. An aggressive defense. I like a little bit more of an aggressive defense. You're trying to get after the quarterback. So, yeah, I like the 4th downs. What are your thoughts on that? That's a good conversation. I keep on throwing that one back out there. He's gambling it. You love it. It shows that he believes in us. And it's not stupid. It's not stupid based on the analytics. He's playing a hand that isn't usually played in the NFL because you want to take the points. That's been programmed in our mind. Take the points. Don't take the chances. But the analytics tell you that the percentage is going to go up. And if you condition, especially in your own mind where and you're conditioned that you're getting 4 downs, it makes you play 3rd down different. Because 3rd down is obviously defended different. You get in a 3rd and 11, and all of a sudden run isn't off the table. Defense thinks that you're in an obvious passing down. They go to move forward, and all of a sudden these offensive linemen are running downhill. Catch them off balance. That's why some of those runs work. How did he get 11 yards on 3rd down on a run? Well, it's because the defense is they're thinking they got to get in for a pass rush. So they're going to make a pass rush move, and the first move that happens is Penei Sewell, Frank Ragnow, Taylor Decker punches you in the face when you're on attack. Catches you off guard. I like it. I definitely like it. But who cares about my opinion? I care about your opinion. because that's what we do here. This is the Lion Villain Report. I'm your host, Russell Wayne. You can join me every morning at 10 a.m. You can find us on Facebook. 53,000 followers strong, 54,000 now. We just crossed over. You can find us on our YouTube page. Hit that YouTube page up at Lions Villain Squad. Please give us a subscribe. And that way you can look at us, or you can type in the comments, you say, hey, I took care of that thing for you. Make it not we're putting an emphasis on that YouTube page. And most importantly, join the conversation. It's the Hump Day. Hump Day. The Hump Day preview. With your boy, Russell Wayne, in the house. You can join me every morning at 10 a.m. Don't forget Monday nights. With Main Event Mike, 7 p.m., the Main Event Football Show. Here at the Lions Villain Squad, we believe faith, family, and then football. In that order. We use football to spend time with our family. We don't let football use us. And may the Lord bless you. May the Lord keep you. May the Lord shine his face upon you until we meet again for the Lion Villain Report. Peace out.
Hey, yo, the lies so that you never make it. Hopeless, so it seems. Eyes closed, hands is open wide to embrace your dreams. Sometimes you gotta take a loss just to get the win. Like lots of sin was popping in like oxygen when boxes wet. Focus on the mental, never lose like a smooth instrumental. Better choose on the move in a pinto. And maybe we conquering daily. Envision that pay me. It's never this way. We indigenous, maybe we winning this crazy. Opportunity, your opportunity. It's your opportunity, your opportunity, your